Glad to have you with us from Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Purdue Boilermakers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Purdue Boilermakers have a unique and beautiful stadium. Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana is a fun place to watch a game. The gold and the black, the home of the biggest drum in all of the bands. Not only that, every time the team scores, a loud train whistle gets the crowd riled up. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Spartans offense will get first crack at it today. And here comes Alessio Milivojevic. Has for more than 350 yards and 3 touchdowns in his last game. Edwards crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
How many ways can I make you think? Right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. They're working that left side. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
and he can make things happen too. It's so important now. You see this all the time in college football. Running back by committee. This team has a lot of talent. They are a loaded backfield, and it's good to see this backup now getting some run in this game.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Sparty! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Boilermakers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And now there's Jarrett Gibson. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
What a challenge for this running back here. This late in the season against a conference opponent, one of the better run defenses in the entire country, too. We know this guy's been an absolute game breaker, toting the rock, but this defensive coaching staff has had a lot of time and a lot of film all season to watch this guy and watch the schemes of this running attack. It'll be interesting to see if this guy can break through in one of his biggest tests of the year.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Offense in a bunch formation. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Into the house. Touchdown, Spartan. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Number 9, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Oh, he's got some space. 30. 10. All the way. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. There he goes! He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Here's a give to Gibson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. On the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. The give out of the gun. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Here on third down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 9, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Pickup of 5. It's now second and 5. The Boilermakers want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
And they'll try to get him on the fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Got it in the middle. It's McCray. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Runs through a tackle. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Here comes the option. He'll do it himself. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the open. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Gibson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Steps away. Quarterback's got the 1st. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And that's a nice end to this 1st half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 8 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's Louisville on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Now back to your game in West Lafayette. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. but I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Spartans will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he...
Got a little grass. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Boilermakers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something, because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Keeps it himself. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Running inside, it's Patterson. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking left. Got a man, it's Moore. Found a seam on the left. Bust through behind his pad. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Spartans.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now on the option. Now the toss. There's a crease. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man.
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit.
Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibson. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. The run up the middle, looking for the score. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Oh, they're after him! Buried before he could blink. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Might be calling a hot route. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to impose their will with the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the counter. Runs for the tackle. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Spartans will punt this one away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Spartan. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. And the Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception.
Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it way down the field. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and short. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The run inside. It's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. It'll be 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Edwards. Maybe some room here. He is in! Touchdown, Michigan State! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Michigan State, 38. Purdue, 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster.
Lets it fly. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. you're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation.